Hey folks, Sega Sonic Fan here, and today I am embarking on a journey to repair a cassette tape deck. Yeah, you might ask why I'm doing this. Well, I have my reasons. I've been getting into analog audio formats, even ones that aren't that good lately. And this pile of crap is made by Kenwood. It is the KX-W594. I got it for a very good price, and it's not even worth $30. So you might ask why I'm even bothering. Well, if you've seen some of my other videos, you know that I like to recycle and rejuvenate old electronics. I think it's really strange and unnecessary the way that so many electronics are thrown out, and I like to learn. I think I've never taken apart a cassette deck before, and I wanted to learn why it was broken, how it broke, that sort of thing. So first thing I had to do was get a new power cord and solder that in, because it was missing that, or it had gotten damaged. And so I did that, and that was easy enough. And then I put in a tape. It immediately ate the tape and unraveled it into a crazy mess, and I had to use tweezers to pull it out. And I asked my friend about that, and he was like, yeah, that's what tape decks do. The crappy ones. And I was like, huh? So I did a little bit of research, dug up the manual, looked at some threads online, and it looks like these things actually need quite a bit of servicing, which I did not realize. There's some important parts to be aware of when you look in here. Actually, let's go look at the other one, because that one I haven't fully dissected yet. And you'll see, let's try to use some tweezers to point here, that this guy right here is the tape head reader. That little black marking, I believe, is the opening for how it's reading the magnetic tape. I don't know a lot about the technology of magnetic tape reading, but that appears to be what's happening. And you'll see there it's got a lot of gunk on it. It's actually it's not just dirty, it's actually really damaged. That's it right there. And so that needs to be replaced. And I'm going to be swapping it with the other side, because the other side eats tapes. This one just sounds terrible. This right here is the recording head, because it's missing from the other side, so through deductive reasoning, that appears to be it looks like a recording head would look like. And over here is the roller that pulls the tape itself. I've cleaned all of these. You can't really tell. They still look pretty nasty. But I did use quite a bit of isopropyl alcohol and Q-tips to clean everything. And it's still just nasty. And this thing, it looks nicer than it is. It's actually really kind of trashy. It doesn't even have an actual display. There's just it's just LEDs that make a VU meter essentially. So it's essentially, and that's easy to do with a comparator, some op amps, whatever. So they didn't even bother to put in an actual display for this thing. And even worse, they made this kind of looks like a fake display essentially. And these buttons are all just really cheap feeling. They actually have these large, mechanical, they're these very large multi-pole mechanical switches. This is the kind of thing you do when you're just really engineering stuff not well. And I think this one actually is already broken. You can see it doesn't actually change state. It just comes right back. So, yeah, and then there's this really joke of a thing called Dolby, it's like a lower noise thing. All this is an EQ. It makes your tape sound terrible. It's supposed to get rid of hiss, but nah, just makes your stuff sound bad. But I'm still interested in fixing this. I think it's worthwhile. I've already put some effort into it. And at the very least, what I'm going to do is I'm going to swap out. This is the tape head from the other side, which is actually sounds real nice. And I'm going to swap that one in there. So I'm just taking this apart to do that. I can't actually figure out as of yet how to pull this whole mechanism out, because the door's attached and it's not just clipped on. It's cumbersome to work on these things, but I guess that's not too surprising. The other thing I've been finding out through my research and through just, common stuff in electronics in general, mechanical things, is there's these belts here. There's a belt for this driver right here and then for the motor over here. And those two belts, the tension is really weak on them, and that might be part of the reason why it's not, winding the tape appropriately, and then it gets caught and gets pulled out, and quote unquote, it eats the tape. So yeah, I might have to spend $10 on belts, Kind of silly. The whole thing's like worth $30, but you know, it'd be kind of cool to get it working. I don't really want to go shopping for a tape deck. And, you know, it's like recycling and all that kind of stuff. And I am learning right now about cassette tapes. So after this, I will soon to embark on a career of successful and lucrative cassette tape repair, since, you know, everyone listens to cassettes. JK, no one listens to cassettes. But if you're watching this video, maybe you do. Maybe you find this useful. I don't care if you like. I don't care if you subscribe. I hope you just had some fun learning. This is Sega Sonic Fan, signing out.